Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Gunners and Oz. Can we end the show now? Because this is... Buckle up, everyone. This is not going to be fun. Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. Jesus Christ. One piece of good news is this is the biggest my show has ever had guests. I'd like to welcome back Anup, who has been missing for the last 2 episodes, but he's back here today. I'd like to welcome newcomers Nick and Fred. Guys, how are you guys going?
Depressed.
But it's understandable. You know, I think we're all in the same boat here. And, of course, everyone's favorites, Bradley and Troy. Back again for another episode. How are you doing?
Back in the mix. Who's going first?
You can go first.
Me?
I'll give you the honors.
You know what?
I think I'll go last.
I
think I'll go last.
Because I was having everyone says, mate, well, nothing to talk about, but I didn't think we'd win.
Yeah, I know. You got a tip.
But I didn't think we'd go 4-0. I mean, that was fucked.
I mean, I was expecting Lacazette in the lineup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
Not even Giroud on the not even Giroud. Like what the hell?
Why would we?
What? There is no
can't even make the starting squad for playing as the centre forward when we've got the 2 best French strikers.
I know.
Yeah, let's start with this starting 11, guys. Jeez. Bradley said it really right. Only about 2 hours before it actually happened, he said, Arsene Wenger must wake up in the morning on a match day and think, how can I piss the fans off today?
Wait, it's not a match day. It's every day.
No, I don't know why he thinks
He's doing it right now. I've been looking at the Sky Sports transfer feed, and he continues to do it. He continues to mug us.
I don't understand how one guy can consistently go against everyone.
Man.
And
anyway, Squadron Mustafi does not make the team. I think actually of the players who didn't make actually made the most sense. Yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain, as we now have learned now, is going to be a Chelsea player. We've agreed a 35
Just let that
million
sink
pound
in,
deal.
boys. Let this one sink in.
Is it Johnny Vance?
Interested in signing Johnny Evans from West Brom.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Seriously?
I don't.
Right,
that's what I mean. He continues to mug us off even as I'm doing this.
Arsenal have asked Manchester City for Sergio Aguero in exchange for Alexis Sanchez. I'd be alright with that. I'd be alright.
I would be happy.
take it.
I would take a player of Sergio Aguero's quality if he's willing to come in here and play for us. Because at the
Sanchez
moment,
wants to leave anyway.
I think. Tell me if you guys all agree with me. This game put everything into perspective. We were all talking about, hopefully this player stays, and hopefully that player stays, and then it seems to me like we have this issue now where we have a bunch of players who don't even want to be there. They don't want to fight for the manager. They don't want to fight for the shirt.
If I'm being honest, I didn't even say the second half. I turned the TV off and went to bed. It's not worth it.
All right, let me get something across.
There's no motivation.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, right? We shouldn't be in this state, all right? Any other club in the EPL, for a start-off, right, had gotten their players, their best players, Ozil, Sanchez, down to 1 year. They would be off, out of the club, walk out, leave. Why are we in this? That's what I know. Why are our best players down to 1 year on their contract?
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
It's one that my main thing that I have an issue with is we started Kolasinac on the bench and played a guy who 24 hours later agreed to join Chelsea at right back.
Yeah.
How is that happening?
If we're going to sell him, we shouldn't be starting him.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I just assumed he mustn't be going because they're starting him.
Yeah. That's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
I think maybe Wenger's want to persuade him to stay or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't even understand. Like, because even like we still have like Bellerin playing at left back. It wasn't no good. Like, we still have like abandoned him like way before Wenger put faith on this English. I don't know what to say.
It's a real disgrace because you see us. We have spent how much on Lacazette? Like 50 mil. He's on the bench.
Even
Kolasinac.
Giroud, like seriously, even Giroud.
Yeah.
Even Giroud.
There is no fucking striker at all. Seriously.
But let me ask you
like,
this, right? In my opinion, right, the best players in the Stoke game was Lacazette and Kolasinac. They were the performance was terrible.
Yeah.
They were my favorite, right?
Yeah.
They did. The worst players, in my opinion, in that game was Danny Welbeck and Hector, right? Poor, absolutely poor. And what do? Wenger comes out. He goes, "Okay, we're playing one of the best teams in the league, possibly qualifying. They were the champions. They played absolutely extraordinary." But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take our best players that played last week. I'm going to put them on the bench. I'm going to play our worst players that played last week. Like, are you honestly trying to piss off the fans? What are you doing? You're playing a left back in a centre back position when you're playing Kolasinac on the bench, but you got Hector on the left. What is?
Yeah, nah, that was. I mean, fair enough. You don't experiment in big games, but I mean, for fuck's sake, like I was getting caned about it at work today.
Yeah,
and I thought, the best thing I could come up, mate. You know what the best thing I could come up with was? It's like, you know what? If anyone says our club's got no money, you can tell them to shove it up their ass, mate, because we just paid $50 million for a bench player.
Well, now we've made a ridiculous profit because if you think about it, we just got 35 mil for. We're about to get another 35 mil from Mustafi. That will put us plus 70, and Alexis Sanchez looks like he's about to go to Man City. That's going to put us.
If he goes to City, mate, they'll set forward.
It's not like we're going to spend it though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's going to go in Stan Kroenke's pocket. That's where it's going. I'm telling you now, Stan Kroenke's pocket. It's in his. He's going to say, "Hang on, you just got Lacazette. You know, everything's going to be fine. You know, it's down to the manager now." That's in his pocket, right? It's not going to go. Who are you going to get in 5 days to replace Oxlade-Chamberlain? Who are you going to get?
5. It's like 2.
Divide that by 2.
2 days. It's just 2 days. It's Tuesday.
So we need to sign basically like
Friday morning.
Defenders.
No, it's Thursday. I think Thursday 11 p.m.
If Mustafi goes, Arsene Wenger, honestly, should just dig his own grave. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Completely.
Here's a question I've got.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Van Dijk, and here's the 7th.
Oh, here we go.
Seriously.
Virtual.
Even now, like, even the name's gonna like make me pissed off. Like, even the names gonna piss me off.
But now we learn.
As
the show went on to air,
it's like people teasing Arsenal, like teasing Arsenal. It's like these people, that people.
Yeah.
But at the we have to be realistic. We're getting none.
Okay. As we went on to air, just leave it on for a second. As we went on to air, we have now learned the centre back Arsenal is interested in is none other than West Brom's Johnny Evans. How does that make you feel?
What are you trying to take
in the whole league?
You know what?
I mean, is this is the ultimate panic buy? Not only have we bought a player,
if we buy Johnny Evans, I'm done.
But it's not even a panic buy. It's just like pick a player out of a hat. Okay, sign him.
No, it's not a panic buy. It's we've had strategy for this, mate. We've been wanting this player for the last 3 seasons.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Seriously,
we link with him. We might as well
Hey, Bradley,
pull out the
are you out of your mind?
as well while we're at it.
Are you out of your mind?
Look, it comes down to this. It comes down to the fact that how much are we going to sell and buy, and what have we got left over to make money off? That's what it comes down to. Arsenal Football Club is turning into a business and a profit for Stan Kroenke. That is what it's come. Stan
Like
Kroenke,
Donald Trump in America.
Yeah.
It's literally a money thing for Kroenke now, and that's what's really destroyed it. We have the highest prices in tickets, and we can't even afford to get Van Dijk or Lamar.
Oh, Lamar!
I
I
don't
know
even want
this
Van
subject.
Dijk.
Guys, I wasn't going to talk about this, but you brought the name up.
Here we
So
go.
apparently he wasn't available, but Liverpool bid £62 million.
70 million plus
Lamar.
Sergey, I think. Augie or something.
Wait. Did Arsene Wenger say on Thursday that he wasn't available? Am I not correct on that?
He actually,
Yes, he said the deal is completely over.
Said that apparently both the highest bid was like 64, and they've both been rejected because Monaco are overselling. Because they signed Jovetic yesterday, and Monaco did, and he's got 10. So Mbappe is supposed to be announced PSG by the morning, well, morning.
I just got up the quote Arsene said. He said that Monaco have shut the door.
Yeah,
so if they've shut the door, how have Liverpool crept in? That is my question, Arsene.
Well, he's not going to Liverpool.
Not only that, within 24 hours, they went for the second bid with the players to a 70 million plus player. I think Augie or something. What the fuck is Arsenal doing? For the whole summer window.
Which is the first time I've ever seen this happen, by the way. Liverpool bought a player that's to join them in 1 season from now. They agreed a fee. So
isn't it 48 million for someone who's got to play a season with someone else?
Yeah.
The guy's real talent. The player is crazy. I saw his YouTube video. He's just like Mane, Salah. They fucking like a tank. Just runs.
We look at Granit Xhaka's YouTube video, and that's decent as well.
No.
That's the player who put a back heel in the box. That went out.
It's true. 3 goals, right?
All right, let's talk about the game specific, guys. So,
do we have to?
Yeah, we do, because it's the Liverpool review show.
It's like a Band-Aid. Just rip it off fast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Actually, let's try to take a challenge. I'll talk about the entire game in 5 minutes, and then we'll be done. We'll talk about everything else. Okay. First of all, Arsenal have a chance to go up 1-0. And the man who starts ahead of Alexander Lacazette decides to make a hash of it. Guys, what are your thoughts? I'm actually going to go on one. Troy, what's your thoughts on that? Does Lacazette score that chance?
Lacazette scores that with his hands tied behind his back and his eyes shut. Every single day.
We're trying to make this fast. Nick, so Roberto Firmino gets on the end of a lovely-looking ball. It's 1-0. At that point, is Arsenal's heads drop, or do you still believe that we could get back in the game at that point on live?
My opinion, we dropped before we even stepped foot on the pitch. 100%. That is what I looked at. As soon as we started, what belief do we have? We had a player, Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's now playing he's pretty much going to Chelsea. There's no passion and flair in our team. So even if they had just look at the whole game again at the start before they scored, we just didn't have anything about us. We were already gone. Once that first goal was gone in, I thought
in
okay.
The first 10 minutes we were doing all right, and then something happened, and we just kind of dropped off, and it all fell apart. They were dominating us on every ball. They were passing way better. They were intercepting everything, and then that point I was like, this isn't going to happen for us. It's not good.
Yeah.
When Danny Welbeck got that ball in the box in the 14th minute, I think it was.
I thought it was.
I looked at the ball.
It was going well.
Yeah, sweet. Bottom corner.
And he missed it.
Bottom corner. How the hell did he miss it by that much?
Bradley, that's typical Danny Welbeck. He forgets everything when he goes inside the box.
But okay, that's addressing.
You see this face again.
Seriously, they completely forget what to do.
Why?
We need to address it, right? How have you spent £46 million on a player?
52 actually.
52, yeah.
Add-ons. And then start the one striker on our team who has no composure in front of goal ahead of him.
Who the fuck is Lucas Perez?
I don't understand.
He's in Spain, man.
Okay,
Lucas Perez.
Great striker last year, and we completely fucking ruined it.
All right. Oxlade-Chamberlain or Holding? Sorry, Holding allows Sadio Mane to cut in on his right foot, and he buries it in the top corner. Guys, is that just a class goal, or again shit defending from Arsenal?
Holding had a shocking game that game. Yeah. He did not play well at all.
our defense doesn't have a cover. Like the midfield, like they were nowhere near to the defense. Like how can like defender go on one? Like and everybody knows that Liverpool counter attack is the best. Everybody knew it, and it's still nothing has changed. The tactics it remained the same.
Yeah.
So how can you deal
did
with
exactly what
Liverpool's counter attack? They
yeah.
they were completely prepared. Like how our player gonna they they already knew the game plan for like Arsenal.
One thing that it really occurs to me here, and I think it not really occurs to me because I've known this for a very long time, but it exposes this, that Arsene Wenger does not plan according to the opponent. He doesn't do research on the opponent.
No.
So I remember last year we played Bayern Munich, and what's it called? Robin was allowed in swing on his left foot, and everybody knows the guy only has a left foot, and he allows to cut in on his left foot to put the shot in. Same happens with Sadio Mane. If you allow Mane on his right foot in that position, of course he's going to put the ball in the net. So does he not do research and say, tell Holding, whatever you do not allow Sadio Mane on his right foot.
Yeah.
Do not let him to cut in. Force him out. Force him to the byline.
I know. I mean, but the thing is, our whole defence was shit, man. Like I didn't watch the whole game, right? But then I watched the highlights and everything else. I mean, in every single goal that got scored, there was a minimum 4 blokes in the box, plus a keeper. And they still got 4 past them. I mean, for fuck's sake.
All right, let's move on to goal number 3, guys.
Yep.
Goal number 3 is, in my opinion, the most embarrassing one. And
Oh my god.
Hector Bellerin should hold his head in shame. Hang his head in shame is probably the better term. The ball comes in from the corner, and all Bellerin needs to do is control the ball and play it back in to continue the attack. But no, he allows the ball to skip off of his chest over the top of him. And Salah is running in basically to an open goal with checkers.
If he could beat Usain Bolt over 40 meters, how the fuck can he not keep up with Mohamed Salah?
Yeah. I noticed that like
Basically.
he couldn't like run Salah, like seriously. He didn't look confident like playing on the left back. Like why should he play left back? Just put him on the bench and put the policy in it.
I mean that
Simple.
goal, he was not on the left, he was not on the right, he was straight in the middle. And it was a simple control. You learn that shit in under 7s, like under 6s. You just fucking kick the ball. If you can't get it, just kick it out.
Kick it out.
If you talk about that, like Arsenal, they didn't know the basic about soccer. They were playing like a primary school kids, like just running over ball here and there without any plans. Just
They just didn't know what they were doing. It just looked like they just were just thrown onto the pitch at last minute without any like talking or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. It really just, to me, not just even Hector, even the midfield, like Ozil at one point, he got mugged off with the ball, and there was an open. Where was our defense? No one was behind him. We had to hold him all the way, nearly playing right back, and it was just opened up. I forget if they scored off that or not, but it was absolutely appalling to see this from a team where you look at the players individual and they, and you actually see them, and you know that's a team that can win the Premier League, but it's not working. If that comes down to the morale of the players individually, or does it come down to the manager's tactics? I think it's a mix. I think it was completely wrong on the day. Ozil was really disappointing for me in that part. As soon as I saw him did that, I was like, we got multiple problems. And Hector was disappointing as well. But if we look at Holding, you need game time for a player like that. But there was no one there that was giving me experience. Yes, Koscielny was there, but for me, it didn't do much. You look, you're playing up Monreal and centre back still, and that's just taking the piss out of me.
Mind you, we have a $35 million centre back sitting right on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
He's on his way to Italy now. So.
Do you have a Europa League game coming up, guys? Or
against FC Cologne. FC.
Oh yeah, you're right. So happy.
We'll be very excited to unleash our new clowns, Johnny Evans and Raheem Sterling.
End of last season, I was like,
honestly,
end of last season, I was like, oh, we can win Europa. Now I'm not so sure. Now I'm not even sure if we can qualify for the
boys, when you
round
think
of
about it,
16.
Raheem Sterling scored a 97th minute winner, and Alexis Sanchez lost every fucking ball he passed. So,
Yeah.
to be
I'll
honest,
take Raheem.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a moment. Let's finish this off, this Liverpool game. Goal number 4, and by this time, Liverpool's just mugging us off. They're literally
Just taking a piss.
They're literally playing with their food, and then
as I
before
said,
you know-
Firmino is going to be a bitch, and he was. He was a fuckwit.
yeah. But the ball
Dead
from
set.
Salah to Sturridge, who literally came on the pitch about 30 seconds earlier on, and we only have one defender in the entire defensive half at that point.
Big
It's
Bird
just-
Danny Sturridge.
Daniel
Well,
Sturridge
alright.
hasn't, like, literally, he's made of glass. Like,
Okay. Yeah. The last goal, this is what I saw personally, from what I remember out of frustration. I remember just filming it off my social media because I'm like, oh, here's a goal that's coming up. But this is what I saw. I saw us absolutely just open up, not even care. Me in the first place, why are we playing 3 at the back when you've got probably the most fastest attacking trio in the Premier League at the moment? It doesn't make sense. And it was just absolutely opened up with that 4th goal. Salah deserved it 100%. But why are we making it easier for them? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Other questions. Now, final point on the Liverpool game, and that is the substitutions. Now, for me, he brings on players who should have started in the first place. But why are you taking off Alexis Sanchez and leaving Danny Welbeck on when you're bringing Lacazette? So you fucked up in the first place, and now you're going to fuck up even more to cover up your fuck up that you started with.
Can I just say, there is literally the most... there's no sense to it now. There is literally no sense. He is honestly trying to do this. He is trying to sabotage the team almost to get a reaction out of the fans and go, and then so whoever, if anyone takes side, he can say, well, look how hard it is. Right? He's actually trying to ruin Arsenal to the point now that there's no care in the top. How do you, what are you doing? Welbeck played the whole game. He was your worst player. Again, I say this again. He was your worst player the whole of last week in the Stoke game. You're keeping him on, but you bring on Lacazette, you're swapping Alexis Sanchez. How is that going to create at least somewhat a chance? It didn't even get us a shot on target, Arsenal.
Alexis Sanchez hasn't played a game all season, is what the excuse
No,
would
even-
have been.
I don't know.
Even Sanchez had the
understand
soccer
what's
rest
wrong.
today. He was a soccer rest today. Like,
It's his first game, but he was never going to play well. First game back, he's going to try.
It's his
look at
only
his
game.
tantrum.
He's
Like,
not match fit.
like his
First and only
tantrum.
game
Like
for-
even
for Arsenal this
first
season.
5 minutes, he
Yeah.
started like waving his hand. He started showing
You
me
know-
like a
you
tantrum.
know what that
you know?
reminded me
It's
of?
like being a drama queen.
You know what
Like
Alexis
this.
reminded me of? I remember a few years back when Sami Nasri was playing, and ironically, we were playing against
Oh,
Liverpool.
don't even fucking start me. I
And
love Sammy
he
Nasri.
played the Liverpool game as if he was literally not even there. We had 10 players. Actually, we were down to 10 men, so we had 9 players that day. Alexis Sanchez yesterday reminded me of Sami Nasri. His head was out. When he left the pitch, he had his hand on his knees, and he was smiling and laughing and waving goodbye. And as it's turned out today, now we've moved away from Liverpool and now on to what's the aftermath. It's turned out today that Alexis Sanchez has actually went to Chile, and then he's been excused from training so he can sort out personal matters. Now, Sky Sports understand that Manchester City are going to come up with an offer this week, which may include Raheem Sterling
Aguero
and
or
Sergio Aguero. The
Take
question that I asked you guys all in the group before, I'm going to come to you just one by one. Alexis Sanchez, if he does not want to stay here, would you take either of Raheem Sterling or Aguero in return, or both, or none? Just at this point, we've been wanting to keep Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal. Suddenly, after having seen him the other day, realize that we're probably better without him because he doesn't want to be here. I'm going to start with a Nook and then work our way to Troy from there.
I will definitely go for Aguero, but the thing is Aguero wanna come to Arsenal? My main question.
Well, I don't think Aguero really wants to be
No, he
there.
doesn't want to come. Like literally, like. And like for me, Sanchez has to go. He has to go because he's being a drama queen. He's having a negative impact on the squad and nothing. Like just piss off, mate. Like just go get wherever you want to go. I would say like that.
Do you
That's
rate
it.
Raheem Sterling, and would you have him at Arsenal?
He's just like a Theo Walcott, so I don't rate him like. And he's a glass. He's made of glass.
I would
And I
say
don't
he's
want that.
better than Theo Walcott.
Mm.
I would argue.
He's better, but it's
He's
like
Danny
injury
Welbeck
prone.
2.0.
He's, yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's perfect.
It's exactly what Raheem Sterling is. Danny Welbeck 2.0.
All right, Bradley. What do you take? What do you take?
Okay.
Return for Manchester City for?
All right, here we go. I'll take Raheem Sterling and 20 million. Yeah,
20 million.
Well, really, when you think about it, Raheem
Well,
Sterling's
Raheem
probably worth
Sterling's
about 50. So that means we're getting 70 for him. Because honestly, we're going to lose Ox, and Walcott's not getting near the starting squad. It's not why my ass is pointing south, man. Ox goes. I feel like we're going to get Raheem Sterling. Sterling's probably. I'd rather Aguero, but then again, we're going to have the same problem.
we could have both, by the
We're
way.
going to have the same
No,
problem.
Like how can we have three strikers?
There is a possibility that we don't get any cash and we just get Aguero and Sterling as compensation. And in my opinion, take that because we have get yourself a world-class striker to pair with our already world-class striker, and you get a young English player who counts to your English
I'd
number.
change our formation. I honestly would. I'd change our formation. I'd go to a 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
do you think we're gonna
4-4-2?
play two?
But
do you
then
think
again,
Wenger's gonna
4-4-2
play
is too
two wingers,
simple.
two strikers?
She's too simple.
If you play
4-4-2 is too
Aguero and
simple.
Lacazette up top, and then you have
Yeah, I
Sterling
think Lacazette
and
can play at
Ozil
wing back.
on each other
He
side.
can play at wings too.
See,
Lacazette can play at wing.
I would not put Aguero and Lacazette together. I'd put Lacazette and Giroud together up front because you need that one that'll run and you need that one that'll hold.
physicality.
So Aguero, if he comes to Arsenal, is a
Left wing. No, left wing.
Lacazette has to go to left, I think. Left or right?
Actually, you know what? Honestly, I'd put Lacazette. No, we're not paying 52
Aguero
million.
top.
That's the point. He's gonna be on the
Alexis
bench.
Sanchez. I honestly don't think if he wants to leave, tell me there's the front door. Seriously,
Yeah, just fuck
I'm
up.
sick. I'm sick of it.
I'm just saying,
sick
fuck
of
up.
the bullshit.
No, seriously, I'm like so much
sick of the
pissed off with
bullshit.
this drama going on. Like,
I'm sick of hearing Oxlade Chamberlain doesn't want to say, mate. Oxlade Chamberlain was the reason why that Mane goal went in. He had no effort. What? If I was getting paid 110, whatever he's on now, I think he's on £110,000 a week. Honestly, that's ridiculous. And he can't even be bothered to run. If you're on $110,000 a week, you fucking run. You fucking keep running.
No, the other thing.
You
If
fall
you
over.
were
Like, guys-
110,000 a week, you would be like, counting up the money. You'd be like, I don't have to run. At the end of the day, run or not, I'm going to be collecting 110,000 a week on my paycheck. So,
But that's not going to happen on Chelsea. That's not going to happen on Chelsea.
well,
It's
no,
not
his,
Arsenal and it's not Wenger.
his professional and England career is over with this move, in my opinion.
No, I
Um,
honestly think he's going to come back to bite us on the ass by the end of the year. For
All right.
sure.
No, I don't rate him. I don't rate him that much. I don't rate him.
We'll move
Look
on
at
to
his
Fred
process.
here.
He's playing a wing back
Wait,
and he doesn't know
actually,
how
you
to
know
do a
what?
proper crush.
You know what? I'm pretty happy. Joel Campbell's still with Arsenal, so he'll come in.
All right, we'll move on to Fred here, guys. Fred, what your answer to my question?
I think we should just take what we're given at this point. I feel like because we shouldn't have left it down to this. We should have either got him on a big contract earlier on, or we should have sold him, cashed in a lot of money, and spent that on replacements. But no, we've left it down to the last few days of the transfer, last year of contract. we're not going to get that much out of him from any team because he's on the last year of contract. Honestly,
Hold
I'll
on,
take
guys.
Sterling out of the money.
But
Guys,
Then again-
I got a big news. Kyron Gibbs has gone
Yeah, I
to
know.
West Brom. 7 million deal done.
Oh,
Wait, are you serious? Because I saw that.
Yes, seriously.
I literally just seen that he said no to.
West Brom. Watford.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
we've just lost another defender.
I mean, if he wasn't really there to begin with, like, we've always known he's gone.
Yeah.
Still, he's a defender.
Man,
Like,
you reckon,
we need him.
I reckon that they've gone to West Brom because we're going to get Johnny Evans.
Fucking
yeah.
hell. I can't take
But
it.
Anton,
Yeah.
do you want Johnny in Arsenal? Ivan? In Arsenal?
Look,
Will you be happy?
ideally,
Don't
if
you
I
think-
had my choice, no. However, we're in a position now where we actually need center backs, and I take anybody. Like
So beggars can't be choosers, right?
I'd rather have Johnny
At the
Evans
moment,
at center
well,
back
being
to be
beggars
real
can't
than
be
a
choosers.
left back.
I mean, does Johnny Evans want to join Arsenal? That's the question.
Take Johnny
Yeah,
Evans.
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
want
that's
centre
it,
back?
yeah,
I mean,
that's
look,
true,
wait.
that's true.
Yeah.
Let's
Good
put
point.
this in perspective. Johnny Evans is playing for West Brom. Okay,
Seriously, no.
I know we had a bad day against Liverpool, but at the end of the day, we will finish. I hope to God we finish ahead of West Brom this season.
Seriously, now you comparing with the West Brom. It's already a.
It's
Oh
a
my God,
five-star,
like,
man.
You're
I mean-
comparing with the
Okay,
West Brom,
back.
like.
Okay, let's back to the Alexis Sanchez thing. I'm going to Nick. Nick, if August 31st is over, it's December the 1st, and Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling are wearing Arsenal shirts, and Alexis Sanchez is wearing a blue shirt, have we upgraded?
I don't think it. To be honest with you, I don't think it. I don't look at it that way. I look at it more in the point that, you know, I prefer to see him leave because he deserves to leave, in my opinion. I think, you know, he's, you know, number one, he's a problem. That's for us, the fans. You know, we're being brought down by this issue that's in the club, and you know, I think he's a better player that deserves a club where the manager may respect him a bit more to do, you know, and really take respect of the players himself. But in the fact that with Alexis, you know, if he's to leave, you know, at the end of the season, we're going to get nothing for him. And what are we going to buy? I don't believe anything. If we're able to get Aguero and Sterling, that's fair enough in my opinion. That's a good deal in my opinion. I think you replace it with two players that are proven in the Premier League, right? And that I hope can at least be playing in the starting 11.
I mean,
Because-
if you think about it,
Yeah,
Sergio Aguero is a two-time Premier League champion and
One of the
has
best
won the
strikers in the
Golden
world.
Boot. And Alan Shearer said last year that he believes he's which is, I disagree with this statement completely, the only world-class player in the Premier League.
Yep,
So-
it's true.
So, to me, if we got Sterling, I mean, we got Aguero, sorry, as business, I would be actually happy. I would be happy with it. And I would think, you know what? Maybe we might be able to finish top four.
Top
That's the
four.
problem. That's the problem. You see, this is the same thing that happened with Lacazette. Oh, we're going to make top four. We've got Lacazette. We've got Kolasinac. Where are we? We're nowhere. You see, it doesn't. We have the players at the moment, but if we could have Aguero, fair enough. We can have Sterling, fair enough. We could have, you know, for all I know, we could have them. But does that mean we're guaranteed to get in top four? No, because at the end of the day, we're playing a formation that doesn't suit us. We're playing players in the wrong position, and it's just not working. And to me, that's why this manager has to go, because his time is done. Because the tactics are not matching the players. Get Aguero, fine, but that doesn't mean we're going to get into top four because we can't play the tactics right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Change it, man.
Troy, on to you about the Alexis Sanchez thing.
Oh, see, now, I'm torn. Like I said, I love Sanchez. I can understand why the contract's dragging out because it's his last big one. But do I want Sterling and do I want Aguero? I mean, look, I would take the both for Sanchez plus a shitload of coin. Aguero worries me because he gets a lot of reds and he's fiery. But what I think the biggest problem is at the moment, I think this is what exposed it, is at the moment we don't have a team. We have a team of individuals, and that I think is the biggest problem. If you go back to the sides, like Aaron Ramsey is playing in the centre. Why the fuck is he in the forward box? You're supposed to be in the centre. Now, back to the teams that used to win for us. If you're in the midfield and you had Tony Adams in defence, right, and you went forward and put them under the pump, they called you out, and they called you out on the field. And I think this is what they don't do. This is why people get the shits with Sanchez. But he's calling blokes out, saying, mate, where are you? What are you doing? Where's your help for me? And that's what he should be doing. They should all be doing that. Our defence, Koscielny should have been in Ramsey's face saying, get the fuck back in the middle and hold your line and stop putting us in shit.
Well, this is where I question something.
That's what we used to do. And you know, don't get me wrong, that team selection sucked. I mean, don't discount the fact that we could get Aguero and Sterling and have the most powerful fucking bench in the Premier League.
Basically.
Can I just say, I this is where I question something. Why are the players not doing this? It's natural. It's natural. You know, kids on the playground, they'll do that. Why aren't we doing this? It's something for me that is affecting the players in a whole. I feel like there's something that we don't know. You know, I was reading a post that was put up by one of the Arsene said in an interview. He was asked about. He said, "There's something I can't make a comment on because it's not my position." To me, there is something that's going on at Arsenal, and they're not telling us because they don't want us to know for a reason. And I feel like that there is a reason why the players are not passionate anymore, and it's more to do with just we're not winning games. There has to be a reason why. This whole communication, there was no communication on the field, except for Alexis. You know
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing.
No, and guess what I mean? They're a team of individuals. None of them wants to call the other one out, and they're all looking after their own self-interest. There is no team. There is 11 blokes on the field trying to do their own thing.
All they can think about is what's their pay going to be next, or can they get away up, or can they get a better move or something, or can they do this or do that?
Yeah,
they're not thinking about Arsenal.
I don't want to injure myself. I'm not going in hard for a tackle because if I do an ankle,
yeah.
Ozil, how are you? You know, Ozil, what did you do? He sticks his leg out, half a meter, right?
It just feels like they're all waiting for another
and they tackle better than Ozil does.
Yeah.
If Ozil doesn't want to make a tackle, if he doesn't want to get involved, right, and we have to be 10 men down with him not on the ball, then you know what? Get out of the club. I'd rather have Draxler than
when he lost that ball, when he was just holding it and it just got taken away from him by Mane.
He just sits around and look at. He just sits there and look at it like he doesn't runs after him.
He didn't run after it. He just stood there.
No, I've got to admit, I saw that happen when that ball got taken, and for a second there, because I just saw it quickly, I thought, oh fuck, Holden's let the ball go, and I wasn't told watching. I'm like, hang on a second, that was Ozil getting pinched.
Yeah,
that's when I knew we're in strife. I'm like, Jesus.
And he just stood there, and you could see, Sanchez, I think it was, run all the way from way behind Ozil to run and try and get the ball back, and Ozil's just standing there watching it, and just damn. And they nearly got a goal off it, and it was just,
The sad thing is, much as I hate to admit it, Klopp was smart. He rope-a-doped us. He just basically said, sit back, let them keep running at us, and then when they get tired, bang, turn it.
Yeah, but
to be fair,
just go for counter.
Piss out of us. He started a goalkeeper who was literally looking like he wanted to run to the sideline the entire game, and we didn't even have a chance on goal against him. No. He absolutely made us look like total mugs.
Can I just say something? And this is just another thing I want to, because we're on the point of Klopp. The whole game, the whole bloody game, Klopp was standing, pacing up and down the field. All the managers in the Premier, they're pacing up the field. They're always walking. They're always talking to players. At 4-0 up, Klopp was still on his feet, talking to his players, urging them to do this and that, giving orders. What's Arsene doing? Sitting down, head forward. Not even a word. He just he was looking at. He wasn't even looking at the players. He couldn't be bothered almost.
Thinking about Johnny Evans.
Yeah. He's like, it's a really why have we got Klopp? He's up. He's motivated. Then we've got bloody Wenger sitting in his seat, nothing else to do, has put out a shit team, and then, what are you doing? You're not even motivating yourself. You're sitting on the side with Baldy next to you, who probably has no role or action in what you choose, right? Why are you sitting down? Get up, get involved, talk to your players. Klopp 4-0 up, and he's still urging them. And look at where they are now.
Yeah.
All right.
He's 68 too, so he's probably sitting there thinking, shit on Ed Boy.
Oh, but he can walk up the tunnel.
Guys. For the conspiracy theory, like maybe he's trying to show the board like how we're gonna play without the star player. He's trying to force the board to buy something.
But he plays a star player he's not even going to be there, and he leaves the one who's actually going to be here.
Like seriously, like.
Yeah, no, I agree. I reckon it's a valid point. Yeah, you're right. He might say, all right, you think we can do the best without these guys? Here's what happens when I sit them on the bench. If you want me to sell them, here's what happens. And then if that's the case, that's some balls, mate, because you're going to take some shit for a long time.
But like, is Wenger trying to like destroy Arsenal, or what is he trying to do? Like, seriously,
that's
what the fuck is he trying to do?
We got a question.
No,
It looks like he's sabotaging it.
He's trying to save himself. He's trying to say, okay, I've made many mistakes. I've maybe not done what should have been done. Well, how can I fix this? I've got to prove that I can still have a good team without these major signings. And he's trying to prove himself and prove his decisions that he should be saying, my bad, they're wrong, I'll fix them. But he's not.
You know what? It's crazy to me how...
It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's been happening for 10 years, guys. 10 years.
And you know what? You got 2 more years of this bloody shit. 2 more years. He's destroying his own legacy.
And he's getting paid the most ever.
Yeah, he's the 4th highest paid manager in the world. The 4th highest paid manager. And you're playing the shittest team in the bloody league. Like, seriously.
Oh, man, I probably wouldn't want to be Watford right now, but...
Mate, I'd rather be a Huddersfield.
I would rather be a Watford. Like, seriously, I don't want to be an Arsenal fan at the moment.
Fucking at least Aaron Moy's got some fucking loyalty.
He's got some go, yeah.
Come on, mate. Let's bring some real talent into the team. Get rid of fucking Xhaka and his fucking back heels into the box.
I mean, the problem is, though, that we don't have any of the midfielders. I don't know what's even going on in that.
William Cavalier.
Since July the... When was it?
Think
when
about
we bought Lacazette. Since then, we have not bought a player, and we've known that we needed a central midfielder, a Cazorla player, and we need a centre back. And it is now 2.5 days, and we've lost 3 of our key players basically.
Here's something for you.
So now we need 5.
You'll love this one. All right.
Yeah.
Southampton are prepared to make a deal with Arsenal only if Walcott is in the deal.
Take it.
Good.
You can have Walcott. We'll have Van Dijk right now.
We don't want
There's a photo of checking Walcott driving.
Let us be free. Let us be free of him.
Like what?
No, I just want to get on about the point of the centre midfield. The midfielder.
You can have Walcott. Yeah. You can have bloody Callum Chambers. You can have all your ex-players back. Give us Van Dijk.
I just want fucking Julian Draxler, but that thing ain't gonna happen.
Mate.
Like we didn't have to go to...
It's a joke.
What about Mahrez? We still have Mahrez. We still got Mahrez. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think if we bought Sterling, I don't think we'd be going after Mahrez or Draxler.
Honestly, I think Sterling...
Like, Anton, like, be realistic. Do you think City gonna, like, give Aguero that easily? Do you reckon? Like, he literally won them to Premier League. Like,
it depends how bad Alexis Sanchez, though. Because... at the end of the day, until Alexis Sanchez is sold to Manchester City, Arsenal can negotiate. So they can say, hey, you can have Alexis Sanchez, but you have to give us Sterling and Aguero. Apparently, it's Arsenal who's asking for Aguero from the reports I'm reading.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And Arsenal has said, we'll give you Alexis if you give us Sterling and Aguero. So basically, the way it is going to be right now is that as the week get closer,
is this a player swapping? Is this with some
Manchester
money
City,
added on?
if they get desperate for Alexis Sanchez, may very well throw Sergio Aguero, and I would not be surprised if that happens.
Desperate for him, so I wouldn't be surprised either. And I'm more expecting that to happen, and then Arsenal to deny it, saying they want another 50 million on top of that, than to actually not give the offer.
No,
You
or
know
something
what?
no,
stupid.
dude, who cares about cash? If you get Aguero and
Who cares about cash? We don't
Guys, like,
nah,
That's what we're
exactly.
saying. I
If
don't
you
know
get
what's going on.
Aguero and Sterling, that's 2 signings. So we would have used the
Yeah, but
money on 2 signings
what we're
anyway.
saying.
Guys,
That's what we're saying. But I've got
guys.
no idea what's going on in their heads anymore.
but
Honestly, it
guys,
might be
is Aguero gonna willing to come to Arsenal in this case? Like, why
Look,
would he want to come to Arsenal?
to be fair, last year, towards the end of the season, he was second choice to Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
And I think Gabriel Jesus is the direction where Manchester City are moving into. So really, Aguero is second choice right now. So at Arsenal, he's the first choice. So I think he would very much take that if it was given to him.
I feel like he would, yeah.
I just wanted to raise something really quickly. We just had a comment, and I heard about it in the Copa 90 talk about fans boycotting games. Throw that around. Is it worth it?
Nah, does jack shit. Because at the end of the day, put it this way: if they've sold the seats and if no one turns up, they still get paid. So what do they give a shit? And look, the players wouldn't like it, but if you've got an owner like Kroenke and he's got 70,000 seats sold and no one turns up, he doesn't give a shit because he's got paid.
Yeah. Well,
At least turn up and support the players.
Yeah, and the thing is that for everyone that doesn't turn up, mate, you get on ticket exchange, mate, and those tickets will be gone in a split second, and they'll sell them twice.
All right. Well, we know Arsene Wenger won't be leaving for 2 years.
Yeah.
However, how do we fix what the problem we have now that we actually have somewhat of a decent season? Do we see that even happening? Are we maybe really angry right now, but it might calm down? We might win a few games going down.
No,
early
I
days.
don't give a fuck.
It's
I'm
early
sick of
days.
just being happy
It's early
about
days.
winning a couple games, coming fourth every season. Get rid of Wenger, like seriously, it's gone on for too long. Fair enough.
can I just say exactly what Bradley says?
Get
You
the
hit
fuck
in
out
the
of
past year, we've hit fourth, and we've been like, oh well, we're in the fourth place now. Everything's cool. No, that's what happens every year. We've been in fourth. But you know what?
We need to.
Go on, Quinn.
Just
I
get,
just feel like we
The
need to
thing
turn
is,
this around.
I
we should have
think
got
with
Klopp.
Wenger, though.
We should have got Klopp when he was available. I'm not saying that because I've always said that.
What about Pep? Apparently, I've actually seen documentaries where they said that Pep Guardiola's first choice was Arsenal, but Arsene Wenger was there, so he chose Manchester City.
I saw that as well.
Yeah, so I think with him is that the thing is with Wenger though is that what you've got to look at it is put it where aim it where it should be. All right, if we're not happy with him and his performance, that's fine. But he's not the one that decides if he works there. If someone comes to you and says, "Do you want a couple $1 million to do a job that you love?" All right, cool. What are you going to say? No, I think someone might be better at it. Fuck no.
Yeah.
You'll be like, okay, I'll do it. So it's not his fault. Someone comes to you and says, "Hey, do you want to do this job and we'll pay you more money
No,
than
you're
you
right.
can possibly
The
spend?"
problem is the people above him who don't give a fuck about this club, who think it's all right to have a manager who fails every year.
All about money.
That's
a face of the club or something.
Honestly,
The
we
board
have
supposed to be taking responsibility for the manager for year in, year out. We've seen managers leave within 2 years, right? Claudio Ranieri, he left, right? He got sacked. Where's Wenger? The board don't take responsibility for the actions of the manager. And that's
Jose
where there is no
Mourinho,
clear
probably
path
the
from.
best fucking manager Chelsea have ever had, got the sack because he had a bad start to the year. And Wenger has a bad start to the year every fucking year, and he's still here.
Yeah, but again,
he will be there. He will still be there until the day he fucking
When
dies.
That's it.
Yeah. Like I said, I like him, but I think last year was the perfect way it should have been the perfect way to end it.
I
He
wish
was
he
under
left
the
on the
pump,
FA Cup.
under the pressure, dragged the side to the FA Cup final, got him across the line, and could have just quieted going, you know what? Done.
Retire.
And everyone
Retire.
would have left. He would have left happy. Everyone would have, because let's face it, we know what he's done over the course of 20 years, but it doesn't matter what you do, mate. It's what you do last, and that's all that anyone's going to remember, and that will be sad.
Troy, that's actually really important because I was going to say, look, he's now destroying his legacy now. You know, it's nothing about he could have left on the FA Cup and we would have applauded him off, right? But we gave him 2 years. Right, I wasn't too keen on it. I was like, let's just see what happens. When Lacazette came up, I was like, okay, let's go. Hit the ground.
Yeah, here we go.
Maybe
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
But here's the
like,
point. At the end of the day, he's going to ruin his own legacy to the point that the fans are going to just cheer on the day he dies or he leaves that club for whatever reason.
And I think... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Take on.
That's sad.
Yeah. So look, I don't want to be protesting my manager. It's not worth, no club should be doing that in the first place, right? Especially for the time we've had to deal with this as fans of this club, right? There is no place for it. But however, there is going to be no change. Let's admit it. There is going to be no change anytime soon.
We got no option.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, my manager I would dream to have at Arsenal would be Diego Simeone. I think he'd be one of the best managers to take over.
That would be brilliant.
He look at what he did with Atletico. He rebuilt that squad, and he really has the passion and flair. However, we're not going to see.
But Nicholas.
Yeah, Allegri as well. That was.
Is his way of playing is going to suit Arsenal? Do you think Diego Simeone his play of style going to suit Arsenal?
Can I answer that question for a second, Anup?
Yep.
I hate when people say that. The style that Arsenal play is Arsene Wenger's style.
Yeah, we need to change it up.
What about Tuchel? What about Thomas Tuchel?
However the manager decides that they should be playing. But let's forget about, does Simeone suit Arsenal?
What about Tuchel? Thomas Tuchel. We get Dortmund.
Yeah. It's really
and look, the problem goes back to, and this is, and I've spoken to other people about it, the frustration with us at the moment is that it comes down to it's the board, and it's the fact that we can do nothing about it. There are 60 Arsenal shares in the world. That's it. That's all there are. It's not like there's 20 million of them and we can all get a GoFundMe campaign and we can bring about change and power to the people and all that shit. It's not going to happen.
Sorry, right? GoFundMe.
And the thing is that Kroenke likes the team. The team
leave your
finishes
donation
in fourth.
in the comment box below.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that the teams. You look at all the teams he owns. They finish fourth, but they make it. They finish mid-range and they make a shitload of money. So that's the issue that we've got, and that's where our frustration is. For all Wenger's faults, you know what? I wish he'd come out, because I think he's trying to do the right thing by the club and not say anything and not badmouth the club. Where I would love him to come out and go, you know what? I want to spend 50 million. I want to spend 100 million bucks on players. They told me I could have 50, and that's all I can spend it. And now I've got to sell it.
But he's now made a 70 million pound profit now.
Yeah, that's right.
For Kieran Gibbs.
Look, let's be fair, Brad. Is that Kieran Gibbs has not been really an Arsenal player for about 2 years.
No.
And he's below the grade. £7 million sounds fair. Yeah. I think if we asked 10 million plus, that sounds a bit too ridiculous.
7 million is plenty. But
now we just lost another defender. Like we can't be afford to, like, no matter how back of the squad they are.
He's a defender in a position.
Did you say this? Apparently,
we played two left backs and centre backs, so giving away of a left back.
What's that, Bradley?
Photos? Apparently, Wenger and that were caught walking around talking. Sanchez and Wenger on Sunday.
Is that their goodbye?
Yeah, that's definitely a goodbye. Definitely. I would love to see Sanchez leave.
Going back to it,
guys.
If Aguero and Sterling are here, goodbye, Alexis.
I would be happy. If the newspaper came out tomorrow and said Arsenal have the option to get Sterling and Aguero, and we just got to give him Sanchez, I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I would just go and pick his back up his bag and just kick him out of the club. Like, seriously, like. I'm just so pissed off with this drama queen. Like, seriously.
I'd get yourself set, boys. I reckon that the Aguero thing. I reckon City's gone and said we'll give you 70 million in Sterling, and Arsenal's gone no, give us Aguero as well. And when that City say no, then Arsenal turn and go, oh mate, they walked away from it.
Granit Xhaka has just been named Swiss Footballer of the Year. They must haven't got many good footballers in Switzerland.
They have Jared and Shaqiri.
Yeah, but can I just say, the point is that we're not tough on transfers. We're very light. West Ham are able to get Carvalho from Sporting. We can't get him because what do? We make an inquiry, and Wenger goes, "Oh, I've got a deal coming through." What fucking deal? All right, you sit. You're so weak on getting a transfer. You're so weak. Other clubs, they push for it. And then we come back and we say, oh, but Monaco have shut the door. But then why are we hearing Liverpool are in negotiations for Lamar. Now, whether it's official or not, it's still news. Arsenal are just so light on going for players. It is so bloody light. It's a joke.
Someone wrote after the West Brom have agreed a $7 million fee with Arsenal to sign Kieran Gibbs. It says, he goes, it looks like we are selling to a rival now.
Like guys, the other comment, right? On like Arsenal Australia, one guy wrote like,
Jesus.
on a serious note, guys, lifeline number is 13, 11, 14, just in case, Like, and it really hit me. Like, at the moment, all the Arsenal fans are like in the same mode, like
Mate, I was
suicide mode, or maybe I don't know what. Like, there is no such thing to describe what Arsenal fans are going through. Like, it's pathetic. Like,
It's just
seriously.
Yeah. You know what? It's not.
I want to boycott the games, but I can't. I really love the clubs, I really love the club, but I can't boycott the game too. I want to do it, but I can't.
No,
It's
an
we're
empty
in such
gesture.
a big dilemma, We don't know what to do. Like,
It's a crisis. That's the only way we can call it now. It's a crisis. Arsenal Football Club are in a crisis, and there has to be change. But let's be honest, there won't be. And that's what the crisis is. We're stuck in this mess, and it's going to be very hard to get out of it. And when we do, it's not going to be for a very long time. At the moment, we're an absolute atrocious mess. We're embarrassing. Our fans, right? I feel for the people in the UK that have to drive 4 hours up to watch that crap. Arsenal Football Club is in a crisis, and that's the only way we can call it now. That's it.
Yeah.
sure.
The only thing that's
Totally
changed
agree.
this season are the kits, really.
Yeah.
And the fact that we've bet $50 million on a player to warm the bench.
That's it.
Yeah.
The most expensive seat in football.
one of the best. One of the.
But can we just think, right? What do you think Lacazette feels right now? He's come to this club. He was starting 11 in Lyon, and now he's sitting on the bench with his French international next to him, Giroud, while Danny Welbeck is starting over him.
You know what?
Against Liverpool.
You must be
It's
thinking.
not like
You must be thinking.
like West Brom. It's Liverpool.
It's Liverpool. It is bloody Liverpool, and you are starting on the bench. How you must feel morale-wise. He scored in the first. What?
Look what it says. Look what it says. Shooting star. It says shooting star. Lacazette, the Gunners' latest goal machine, but you fucking put him on the bench.
Bench star. That's it.
The fuck's he supposed to score goals?
Do you reckon he went back into the dressing room, looked at his phone, and he got a text from Lucas Perez saying, "Welcome to the club, man."
That's another point to just say that.
Don't even start with Perez.
Why would also hang on. Why is Lacazette like you think about it from if you were honestly trying to defeat Liverpool, would you play a player they don't know? You'd play Lacazette, in my opinion. They don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
That's right.
The defense.
The defense doesn't know Lacazette. Like,
Yeah.
what was the Wenger thinking? Like, seriously, at least Giroud, put Giroud at least. Like, what the fuck? Like, like
defense is
Bellerin playing
champions.
at left back. Like, seriously, we need some, like maybe.
Okay. Bradley, you're going to love the next topic.
Hit me with the next topic, please.
All right.
Well, please.
Oxlade
Reece Nielsen,
Come on.
please.
Nielsen.
Reece
Yeah.
Nielsen.
Oh, you
Nielsen.
stole it. Stop stealing my spotlight.
Hit me with Reece Nielsen.
All right, yeah. Oxlade-Chamberlain is gone. Is Reece Nielsen replacing him in Arsenal's team now?
I'd love.
It has to happen, yeah?
I'd love to say yes, but Arsene Wenger's an absolute fuckwit and has no common sense, and he'll just let him. Reece Nielsen will sit in the under 23s, play every week, score every game, but he'll make the bench in the fucking Europa League.
No. Doesn't he just get promoted to starting 11? Oh, sorry, the first team. I think he just gets promoted.
So did Cohen Bramall, and now he's gone on loan.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, bring back Bramall. Cohen Bramall. They'll bring him back.
Mate, at the moment, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if, like, for instance, Cohen Bramall could play right back right now better than Hector Bellerin.
Oh, I mean, that's probably pushing him too far, that.
Yeah. He's-
I'm just saying for what I saw
Colin
the other
Brummel
day.
played park football last year. We've got to remember that.
Yeah.
You
All right.
can't say-
We've reached about the hour on the show, so it's about time we start wrapping things up. The transfer window will be shut in just about, 60 hours. Lastly, before we go, what happens between now and then? Your honest opinions. Troy?
Honestly, I don't know what happens with Sanchez and City. I think that thing won't happen. I think the Aguero thing is the thing that will knock it out of the park. I honestly don't think, unless there is something so deep down that's undercover, that we get at the last minute. But I can't see it being a top line blow. I think it'll be just a panic buy at the last minute, and I just, which will disappoint me. But I don't see. I cross my fingers and I hope that there's just something that next podcast we're all sitting there going, shit, I didn't see that coming. Now it all makes sense. I hope for it, but I don't think it's going to.
Oh, I fucking hope we say that, but I reckon you chance.
Yeah, I hope we don't, but I think it'll be. I think there'll be some bloke that's playing in Sunday leagues that's about to get signed for Arsenal that no one's ever heard of.
Johnny Evans. All right. Nick.
Yeah.
What happens between now and 60 hours from now?
All right. I'm going to just give you my honest opinion. I don't even think it matters anymore. I really don't see. I have this, it's all well to read a paper and see Aguero in the title, but I feel like there's going to be something that doesn't go wrong. I hope it does happen because that's the best thing I see. I'd rather have them than see Sanchez leave at the end of the season. But at the moment, I can't even focus on the transfer. I just, before you can even make a transfer, the manager needs to go. It's simple as that. Yeah. I don't even think he can deal across the line without any logic. So for me, personally, the manager has to go, and it's simple as that. And whether or not that happens now or in 2 years' time, the manager has to go. Him, Kroenke, they need to go. It is simple as that. Right. If they don't, if this is what we're in for, then no one wants to watch this club play football. It's as simple as that. No point in buying the players. Wenger, his time is up. He needs to go. It's simple as that. The transfer window closes in 2 days. I don't see Aguero hopping over from City with Sterling and coming here. I don't see it happening. I really feel like it's going to be something rushed. And if anything, Arsenal go, you know what? Don't worry. Just give us 70 and we'll take the money and use it for what? Evans or some shitty, album. They're going to next go, oh yeah, we'll get, a super signing. And it's going to be what? Boy, it's just going to be stupid. The club is in a mess and it's all because of Wenger and Kroenke. But
let's build a second stadium, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Fred. Your prediction on what happens between now and the end of the window?
All I know is something's got to change. We can't keep going on the way we're going. Something's got to flick in the Arsenal changing room. Something's got to go on the board. Someone's going to put their foot down and say what's going on can't continue going on, and it's got to change. And we've got to sign a defender, get rid of Sanchez, try and get who we can. And change. We need change.
Yeah.
Brad, my man.
I don't think it's the players. I think it's the fucking manager. Should have said goodbye the end of last season with that FA Cup.
I mean, it's obvious, given the fact that we've had the same problems with different players, and the one thing that's remained the same is Arsene Wenger. Bradley?
I'm gonna hope Sanchez stays. He's chances are he won't. Ox is gonna go. Unfortunately, kinda. I hope I know it's probably out of it, but I hope we get Draxler. I'd be happy with Draxler.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
I'm gonna say, fuck Johnny Evans. I don't want that guy anywhere near the fucking Arsenal team. I don't care. I actually don't care. I don't
Bradley,
want
but that's the
Evans.
only option we got. Like, we can only get Johnny. Otherwise, who's Arsenal gonna buy? Like, there's
Panic
literally no one. Like,
buy.
literally no one.
Right there. That's the
I'll
definition of what a panic buy is. You can't
If
get
we
anybody
get-
else.
I do not want
You
fucking
can't get
Johnny
anyone
Evans.
else. Like,
Just go and buy fucking Chris Smalling. Like,
oh my god.
anyone's better than fucking Johnny Evans.
I was going to say one thing that I think is now worth saying. Arsene Wenger is now it's the most respectful thing I can say of him. Arsene Wenger is a professional dickhead at Arsenal Football Club at the moment. I highly rate the guy for what he's done with that club, but at the moment he's acting like a dickhead. The fact he hardly even takes 50% ownership of what he did, it's just, I don't get it.
He wakes up every morning and says, "How the fuck can I piss people off today?" And he's definitely fucking pissed me off this morning.
Man, he came up with that golden idea on Sunday, didn't he?
That's it.
His
Alright.
best one yet.
That's his master plan, guys. That's his master plan, I think.
I
I
reckon,
know.
you know what I reckon? I reckon that's where he makes all his money. I reckon he's got mates. He's got dickhead Aussie mates that say, "I bet you won't be stupid enough to do this." And he goes, "No, fuck it, wasn't."
Nah.
He's got a bet on with. He's like.
Sunday
like,
was not a good day
I
for
think
me. Arsenal,
he's bet for
McGregor and
Lacazette to
fucking
score. He
Pendergrass.
bet against it, so he's like, "No, he's not scoring today.
Yeah,
He's not going to play because I got a bet on him."
yeah.
Anoop, what happens?
Yes.
What happens?
I don't really know what's gonna happen. Like, it's all gonna be panic buy. That's what I know. Other than that, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's all gonna be panic, panic, panic.
All right. Well, with that, I just like to first off start off by thanking everyone for coming on. Thank you to Nick and thank you to Fred for coming on for the very first time. Thank
Thanks,
you, of
Adam.
course. It's been a pleasure hearing from you guys and your opinions.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be back.
Yeah, I was to say.
I will be back for more, right?
So Sunday at 10 o'clock, we are going to be having our transfer review show where we're going to actually have the final picture and we'll just sort of look at what we've got and make an assessment moving forward.
I reckon we do a bloody transfer deadline day special.
Yeah, I'll be on here for 5
I
hours.
hope that.
I'll
Yeah.
fall asleep while doing my show.
Arsenal deadline, that one.
I
I'd rather
won't be
do a
available
review.
because I want to be the first person to buy a Johnny Evans shirt from Arsenal direct.
Fuck off.
Mate, I will have a
Sign
Sergio
Julian
Aguero
Sancho.
shirt.
Wait,
Oh
first
my
person
God.
gets the first signature. Simple as that. Framed.
No, honestly, if
Mate,
Sergio
if I
Aguero...
was going to get a signature from Johnny Evans, there's no way I'd even consider buying the shirt.
Get a signature on that shit.
Why the fuck do we want a Manchester United reject? I mean,
Ask Danny Welbeck.
yeah, fucking true.
Well, I think Wenger thinks he's better than Mustafi. Wenger thinks
Oh,
he's
fuck.
better than Mustafi, so there
No,
has
no.
to be something to do with that.
I'm done with that one.
He's his master plan. So,
Yeah,
all
that's his final year plan, I think.
I reckon that's it, boys.
right, all right,
I just
guys.
want to fuck
That's it,
up the
gents.
Arsenal.
It's been a pleasure. Please like and subscribe. I've noticed that there've been a good amount of viewers on today. Nick has a message for everybody before we leave.
Hashtag Wenger out! Fuck!
All right.
Fuck again!
We are fucked again, isn't it?
All right, guys. Up the Arsenal.
That's
the
it.
Arsenal.
Yeah, boys.
Have a good night, guys.